Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to What's Youth Reaction with your host Zeenat. In this program, we take youth reactions, youth from different nationalities and races who have the right to speak and ask any kind of questions. Yes, there will be no curtains no matter what they think and what they feel. They are open to ask any kind of controversial questions. But in this episode, we are going to be taking a shrine tour with the youth and take their reactions and their opinions. So right now I'm going to go inside to the International Affairs office and meet Sister Zainab. Join me. Hello Zainab, how are you?
Alaikum. I'm very good. I'm so happy to have you with us.
Same here, walaikum assalam. I'm so excited for
Me
this.
too. We have so much in store. Please come on in.
Thank you. So tell me something about this room.
So basically this room was actually constructed 150 years ago by the Qajar dynasty, and it would act as accommodation for the king whenever he came on his trips here. And there's a duplicate of this room, absolutely parallel, on the other side of Haram. The architecture of this room, as you can see, is very peculiar. It's a mixture of traditional Persian and French.
Wow.
Exactly.
That's why this is so beautiful.
It is. It's very special. And the reason I think is because the former kings were very influenced by Western culture. The Ministry of Treasury of that dynasty is buried in this room, I believe, and the king himself is buried in the duplicate room. But the function of the room since has changed entirely, and now it's the Office for Foreign Affairs of the Holy Shrine.
He said buried in this room.
This
and the
very room,
parallel.
yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's very interesting. So what is this office about?
The function of this office is that they receive distinguished personalities from foreign countries, over 20,000 foreign tourists each year. They cater to them and they guide them around the Haram. They share information about the culture, about the spiritual aspect, or whatever information that's needed for them with the tourists. And also there are cultural activities. The cultural activities that are done on social media, Haram social media, are done in 8 languages.
Wow.
Yeah, there's French, there's English, there's Arabic, there's Turkish, there's Urdu, there's Spanish, Thai.
Wow, and definitely English.
Yeah, exactly.
8 languages, wow.
Exactly. So it's very
Hold on, please. Just a second. Okay. Hello? Oh, hi. Oh, all right. I will be there. So, my youth are here and
wonderful.
they are very excited for this Haram tour, that is a shrine tour.
Yeah.
Let's go and receive them.
Inshallah, let's go.
Let's go.
Oh my God, it's so windy.
And cold.
It is. It really
the wind
is.
is pushing us back.
Yeah. Hope the girls. Oh, there they are.
There they are. Oh my gosh. Hello, girl.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome. I'm Zainab, and I am super duper excited to have you guys with us today. You guys look wonderful. Thank you for being here. So maybe they should introduce themselves.
I'm Sadeka from Philippines.
Assalamu alaikum.
I am Ghadir from Lebanon. Hello, I'm Anis from Thailand.
Welcome, darling.
Hello, I'm Aqila Masood from Kashmir.
Welcome.
Hi, I'm Zahra from Pakistan.
Thank you for being with us.
Hello, I'm Marzia from India.
Salaam alaikum.
Hello, my name is Suba Zahra and I'm from Pakistan.
Thank you, darling. Welcome. I'm so happy you guys are here with us. So, we should probably get moving. If you guys don't have any questions, that is. Oh, do you need the microphone?
I have a question. Is it that much obligatory to wear a chador? Like, we are with my outfit. I'm satisfied with it. Like, we are wearing a scarf and
Yeah.
white manto, so I guess it's enough. So why, I feel forced wearing a chador while entering inside?
Well, you guys have perfect hijab as it is, absolutely for sure. The reason for the obligation is that, well, she's a very distinguished character. She's a great and revered Islamic personality, and as a gesture of respect for her high status, we would like to upgrade our hijab just a little bit more and wear something that is suitable for her sanctity. I mean, you've seen the First Lady of many countries, no matter how powerful their husbands are, when they go to see the Pope, they put on a little veil, right? So it's just a gesture of respect. And you guys have lovely hijabs on, and I'm so very proud.
Okay, thank you very much.
I just, I always had this question. What are you
Sure.
saying? Always had this question about why chador, why chador. This coming to home, I'm like seeing people are wearing chadors. So definitely we'll be able to answer. Anyone have any questions on chador? Anyone? Okay.
Any concerns?
Yeah.
So I do understand that hijab is important and it has benefits, but why does it have to be mandatory for in the state? Why the state force the people to wear the hijab? I know that Iran is a Muslim country, but some of the people here are not Muslim. They have Christians, they are Jewish.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some of the people some Muslim women doesn't want to wear the hijab.
True.
Why the state forces them to wear it?
Okay, that is indeed a very good question. They're so intelligent. Well, there are two aspects to this question, and I'm so glad you guys brought it up. Number one is that, well, I'm glad that you guys discover and realize the benefits of hijab and how much better it is for a woman to be able to carry herself with this level of covering so she can be acknowledged for other assets of her existence. But about the force part, okay, I really want to emphasize on that word because there actually was no force. Basically, 40 years ago, with the triumph of the Islamic Revolution, there was a referendum. So they asked whether the population wanted the country to be governed based on Islamic laws, and most of the people, majority of the Iranian population, voted yes. And there was a bill that was passed in the parliament to make the hijab a uniform of the country and make it mandatory for the citizens. And that bill was accepted by the majority of the parliament, again, which were chosen by the people. So basically, this is a law that the people chose themselves when the Islamic Revolution took place through a democratic procedure. Now, fast forward 40 years. If people want to change that law, it's totally fine. But again, it has to be through democratic rules and procedures. And well, obviously, there's going to be ups and downs. There might even be some hostility, but there's no force. It's mandatory, but it wasn't by force. So we need to clarify that and be able to distinguish between the two.
Did you answer?
Yes, thank you so much.
Any
My
other questions?
pleasure.
She has questions.
So my question is, why the chador has to be black in color? Why not any other color?
Well, again, that's a very good question. I personally like it because it makes me look hardcore like a ninja, but it all comes down to culture. Because see, Sister Zina, she's wearing colorful, little pinkish with flowers. You can go to many regions in the world and you'll see that their chador is anything but black, you know? It's colorful, it's vibrant, it's even got polka dots and flowers all over it, and that's totally fine. But in these areas, people are more prone to wear black chador due to their culture. Now, there can be a lot of arguments behind that, really simple ones. Imagine if your chador was white and you had to go out every day and it would come back all dusty and muddy and dirty. And but I feel that if you were to ask your grandma or my grandma, someone wise, someone that you trust, about the philosophy behind a black chador, I feel that a very beautiful answer you could receive is that the color black is a symbol of majesty, of grandeur, of greatness.
Wow.
And that, you know how the holy Kaaba, the veil is black,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So is the chador of a woman.
Oh, okay. I got my answer. Thank you.
I'm glad, darling. Shall we go inside?
Yes, please.
This is the Masjid Azam courtyard. It's basically named after that mosque we just passed that's behind us. This structure and this area is included in the mosque area as well. The interesting thing about this establishment is that it was founded by Imam Khomeini's mentor, Ayatollah Burujerdi, some 80 years ago. And in this very mosque is where Imam Khomeini gave one of his first lectures that ignited the Islamic Revolution. But that's not it. Another important and I find interesting fact about this mosque is related to the holy city of Qom in general. There are over 400 madrasas or seminaries, otherwise known as hawza, in the city of Qom. 100,000 students. I'd say something around 25,000 of them are foreign students. And almost half of them, 45% of them, are ladies. So it's something for all Muslims from all over the world. And every morning, the highest scholars give lectures and lessons to the ladies and gentlemen alike on the higher studies of Islamic teaching. So this place is pretty important. Oh, do you guys have any questions, by the way? Sure, sweetheart.
Why Imam Khomeini give his lecture here? This is an Islamic place, not political.
True. Well, what we have to understand about it is that Islam is not just a religion of praying and fasting and doing hajj and giving zakat, you know. Islam is such an inclusive, all-encompassing religion. It talks about politics, it talks about spirituality, it talks about psychology, it talks about family affairs, political affairs, foreign affairs, how we interact with one another, how we should always observe social distancing. So that is basically one of the main reasons why not just Imam Khomeini, but so many other scholars instigated their movements and their teachings, even if it were political, in the mosques. Because if you're going to establish a good government, if you're going to teach people to be kind to one another, if you're going to teach people the importance of justice, the importance of law, the importance of abiding by that law and justice, which better place is there than a mosque, than a center of Islam?
To mix them, yeah, both. I mean,
Exactly.
That's nice.
So this is the center of Islam, as every mosque is, and through that we want to spread Islamic teachings, and that could be political as well.
Thank you.
Any more questions, you guys? You guys look like sure, sweetie.
I don't understand. What do you mean by Ayatollah? What's the meaning of Ayatollah?
And is the title of Ayatollah only for men? Like, can women be Ayatollah? Or like only men can be? Like, why only men? Can women be leader or scholar?
That is actually a very interesting question. How do you guys think of these things? You're so intelligent. Well, all right, so the meaning of Ayatollah, basically when the student of the Islamic seminary goes through many, many years of studies, he or she can obtain the level of mujtahid or mujtahida, right? Which means that they have the ability to extract Islamic laws from the three main sources of the Quran, the Sunnah, and the intellect. Now, this can be male or female. It's not gender exclusive at all. And they can both acquire that level of knowledge. And basically what an ayatollah is that he has spent many, many more years teaching those studies and that knowledge that he has acquired and accumulated throughout the years. So basically there's a slight little difference, but either of them can be man or woman. There's no gender segregation in this area. And I would personally say the only difference between it is just the beard, you know? So we have many female mujtahids. One of the most prominent ones is great female scholar. She was known as Banu Amin. She was born and passed away in Isfahan, and she was very distinguished. She's very knowledgeable. She's very well read and well informed regarding Islamic studies, and she did acquire the level of ijtihad. So yeah, that's basically it. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, thank you.
All right, goody. Yes, sweetie, sure.
Why is Qom the most important city, among all these cities in Iran? Why not Tehran? Tehran is the capital of Iran.
Well, Tehran is pretty important as well. I personally would not go there because of the pollution and the traffic. But here's something that we need to understand. Qom is the second holiest city because obviously Imam al-Rida alayhi salam is buried in Mashhad, the big brother, the Imam, the infallible, the Ma'soom. Qom is the second holiest because of the presence of Her Eminence. And it gets its importance because, number one, it's the center hub of Islamic studies. As we mentioned, there's like 400 Islamic seminaries in this city, which is a lot. And also, it's the cradle of the Islamic Revolution. This is where Imam Khomeini began his movement that basically took the world by storm. So there are a lot of aspects and angles to why Qom is so important. And of course, her presence, just bonus point, it makes it even more salient, more pivotal in the whole country.
Yeah.
All right, so maybe we can move on to the other courtyards. Sure. It's getting pretty cold too.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so let's get a move on, girls. Come on, let's go.